Hello. Hey, Pat. Happy Black History Month to you as well. Oh, I'm wasting things over here. Ah. Oh my gosh, who is all messaging me? Okay, well, let me get that together here. Hello, everyone who is here. Oh my gosh, I am getting like 20 million texts. Who keeps messaging me right last minute? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, someone is trying to invite me to happy hour. Too late. I'm not going. I would love to, but I already went out yesterday. I don't need to go out again. Hello, Tina. How you doing? I don't know how long I'm going to stay if I'm going to read tonight because I'm tired. That's okay. I'm happy that you were here. Hey, hey, Diva. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to this chaos called Tangible Reads. I am already dropping tea all over the place. That's normal. That's normal in
Listen,
this house.
you know my whole brand on my channel is chaos, so
I feel
right.
like you know how all those people try to create that perfect look. I already know my crap's chaotic. You might as well. That's what it is.
Good on them. I do not have time for that. Nope.
I did get my mandatory cup of tea. For some reason, I feel like I cannot sprint if I don't have a cup of tea.
Yeah, this first sprint, I'll go down and make some coffee.
Let's see. I'm going to say hi to people, and then you can introduce yourself. Okay.
No
Hello,
problem.
looking for a sprint. Okay, Aaron, we are going to do it. Hello, Tina. Hi. Oh, hey, Pat. How you doing? I think you might know some of these people. How are y'all doing? We're fine. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Pat says hi. Oh, we got a few people in the chat. Hello, Destiny. Hello, Tina. Well, we have Miss Neva here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I am Neva. My channel is Reading with Neva. I tend to do vlogs, sprints, PBRs. My wrap ups have changed a little bit, so you won't see one until February. I decided just to combine them all. And also I have a TBR game that's coming back in March, which I cannot believe it's already the second day of February.
I know, right?
Which it's Gilmore Girls themed. And that's really all. Sometimes you might see at some point you might see my 5-year-old pop in here because she likes to get real nosy.
Ari. I love when she's like, I read 10 pages of this book and it's like My Little Pony or something. That's so cute.
She said, what book? Oh, she has like it's like a 5-minute princess story book. And that one is closer to like 50 pages because each story in it is 5 minutes long. So we read it at bedtime. And she said yesterday, I read 100 pages. I said, oh, the whole thing. Okay, good job, girl.
Is it 100 pages?
Not quite. I think it's like 50.
Oh, okay. Well, she's counting.
I was like, good job.
I feel like as long as she's reading something,
right.
I'm all for it.
I'm not going to tell you how many pages you read.
That's cute. Well, we may have some other folks. I invited Nell. I think you know Nell and Sister Harlem. And I think Brittany was busy, but next week. So everybody, this is Neva. And you already know me. I'm Courtney Tangible Reads for any of y'all new people here. This is my channel. I sprint. I do book stuff. Let's see. Hello, Tia. Let's see. Hey, Amy. How you doing? Destiny. Is everybody getting your reading together? How are you? Pat, how are you? Everybody's still getting used to you being back. Neva, you got a shout out there. Amy. Not too bad, Aaron's blessings. Happy Black History Month. Yes, so February is Black History Month. I found this out through Pat. And October is UK Black History Month. Am I correct on that one? I'm trying to keep things together, you know. Love your background. Yeah, I decided to switch it up. I felt that like in my last few lives, I felt that the background was really dark, and especially at night, I feel like the background is dark. So I was trying to switch up some stuff. And I also get annoyed. I have one ring light, so I'm constantly moving it from one area to another because I like to sprint in one area and film in another. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm doing it all at one point, so I'm not moving because it takes forever. But I'll be sprucing this up. But this is what it looks like for now. Happy Black History Month, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. Happy Black History Month to all of y'all as well. Day 3 of 1,000 milligram. Oh, darn. They put you on the steroids. Amy has a back issue, right? Darn. Oh, I hope that goes well. Hey, Ari. How you doing? Got your hair in a ponytail. Oh, what happened?
So she fell
what happened was
on the way to the bus today at school.
Oh, what are you doing? Running?
Were you running? Or did you just fall down? Just fell down?
Oh, October.
Bus, and then I fell down.
You were hopping to the bus and then you fell down?
Trying to get that last minute exercise. Oh, but she crying. Excuse me. Well, I'm glad that it's just a little bitty boo-boo instead of a big boo-boo, okay? Take care of yourself. Hey, Rally. Okay, so what is everybody going to be reading? What are you reading too, Neva? Oh, I should do spooky books from Black authors come this October. Yes. You know what? If you want to celebrate, October is spooky month, right? But it's also UK Black. Let me make sure I wrote that down. UK Black History Month. So you can do spooky books by UK Black authors. Let me make sure. Nope, I just put Black Queen. Hold up. UK Black History Month. I have my little planner, so as I am trying to put things together, I make sure I add it in here. Let's see. MS flare up. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, them steroids can get you. I met a lady that keeps I went to lunch with today that was talking about all them steroids and ballooned up. So take care of yourself and drink plenty of water. Hello, Ari. Hey, Ari, you got a shout out from Pat.
Mommy, why does Courtney look so different?
Happy Black History. Hey, Kenny, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Don't know what kind started multiple books. Okay, so which ones are you looking between? Pulling out a bit of a late night right now. Oh, are you partying or just late from work? UK is October. There we go. Okay, I wrote that down. So Black UK authors. Brown Girl in the Ring by Nalo Hopkinson. She did Clapback. Kenny. I'm just going through something. Reading Whiteout by Nick Stone, Tiffany D. Jackson, and Danielle Clayton. I have not heard of that. Is that pretty good? Spine of Death by Tamana Berry and The Walls Between Us, Volume 1 by Haru Tsuchiyama. Oh, is that a manga? Hey, yeah. Oh, here we go. We got Nell here. Hello, lady. We're going to get a full house. I love it. Hello, Nell. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you guys?
I am good. We got Neva in the house.
Hey, Neva.
We have Ori in the house. She has a boo-boo, though. But how about you introduce yourself?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't even know how to introduce myself. I'm Nell. I have a channel, Nell Diamond. I post on Fridays. I usually read like mysteries. I dabble in fantasy and romance, but my main thing is like mystery thrillers. So yeah.
And you're doing the Throne of Glass for this month, right?
I don't know because the Assassin's Blades meeting may or may not be on the 6th, and I may or may not have started that book. And by may or may not, I mean I haven't started that book yet. So I will probably catch up with them later in the future, but I will be reading that series this year.
There you go. I've been hearing a lot about it.
Well, and as someone who I just read the Assassin's Blade, it is quick.
Okay,
like it is not. It's not like it's marketed to YA, and it's definitely quick. Once I really buckled down and like listened to the audiobook, even if I'd read it physically, it probably would have only taken me a couple days.
That's good. Yeah. If it was like later in the month, I could definitely get it done before the end of the month. But like Paco sent out a message. I think he sent out a message earlier today, or maybe it was last night. He was like, "Yeah, the meeting's on the 6th." I was like, "Well, today's the 2nd, so probably."
When were you supposed to start it? Like when was it last month? Because the 6th is quick.
January, and then because I think they're doing like one book a month, and then Neva, I think you guys are doing like every other month or something like that. So I was like, between the two groups that are reading it, I'll be able to catch up with somebody.
There you go.
Yeah, and ours is on the 26th.
Okay.
Yeah, our live show.
I can probably make it too
on my channel. So, and we're doing it every other month, starting obviously this month. So it's February, April, so on, so on.
Yeah, I will probably be able to make it to yours. Paco's probably won't make it to that because I will not have read the book by then.
Don't you hate when you miss the discussion because you're like a week behind? And you're like, I wanted to participate. I don't want to see a old live show. I want to be part of it. You know? You're like, oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Have you figured out which book you're going to be reading?
Yes, I'm reading The Do-Over.
Do-Over. What is that about? Is that a romance? That's what it sounds like.
I think it's a romance. From what I didn't want to get too much like information about it because like when I learned too much about the book, then I can predict the ending, and I want it to be kind of like a surprise. But from what I've heard, it's like a Groundhog Day. Like I think she's repeating the same day over and over again, but she's repeating Valentine's Day over and over again.
Early.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that sounds pretty cool. Is that a Black author?
I don't think so.
Okay, make sure you fit some Black authors in there. It's Black History Month, girl. I'm spreading the word.
Have you started passing yet?
I have not. Passing is, girl, I got a whole book.
It's really short, but I started it on Monday.
It's short, so I'm going to wait till a few days prior because I can knock this out in like a day and a half, maybe. Oh, yeah,
it's really short. I haven't finished it yet, but I started it on Monday, and as I was reading it, your favorite word is in there. And I was like, ooh, I don't know how Courtney's going to feel about this book.
I just did the Book of Night Women. If you know anything about that, I feel like I've been disrespecting myself all 416 pages.
Just wait till you read Passing. When you get to the scene where they're all having tea together, I want you to message me and let me know your thoughts after you finish reading that scene.
Oh man, Passing is a group read, Neva, that we're going to be doing on Heather's Heroes and Heroines. I'm trying to nail down the group live show dates.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's the 24th because it looks like people don't have any issues, but I'll let you know. Maybe you can get in on that. So let's see. What are you going to be reading, Neva?
I am doing a Legendborn reread. So I read this last year in like, I don't know, September.
Turn that book to the side. The other way. The spine. The other way. Other way.
Are you trying to see like the sprayed edges?
No, I want to see how thick it is. I like to see how thick. Okay, there you go. Oh, I like sprayed edges too. Okay.
Yeah, so so I read this last year, I think in like October. And then I meant to read Bloodmarked on release day because release day was also my birthday. Did that happen? Absolutely did not, because I was in a slump. Okay, I was in a complete slump during my own birthday sprints. But then
that was December, right? When you hit that slump?
November. Just like right at the beginning of November. And then yesterday, my boyfriend was like, I need you to read that because I want to read it. Sir, this book has been sitting here for 6 months and you did not say not one thing about wanting to read this book. So that's what we're reading. I'm going to reread this so I can read Bloodmarked finally. Hopefully both this month. I don't know because they're both kind of thick. But
you can do it. You can do it. You're a fast reader, though. You read that Orange Tree of the Priory of the Orange Tree.
Huge.
Yeah, and Neva was like, it was one sprint. Neva was like, I'm gonna read this, and then by the next sprint, she was like, I'm done. I'm like, God damn.
What? In total, it took me five days with the audio, but I was also following along in the physical book. So I was reading. My audio, I think, was at 2.5 speed because that was as fast as my eyes could move. But I like that book. I gave it 4.5 or 4.75 stars. But
man, 2.5 is like I'm a 1.75 max.
Yeah, me too.
Oh man,
it's too fast. I can't comprehend. Like I can hear it, but it's not making any sense.
yes.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, I am reading. Well, I finished this. Any of y'all in the chats? We're gonna get to the chat soon, sorry, but I finished this yesterday, y'all. Y'all read this?
Amazing. I have it on hold at the library, but the library be taking 500 years, so I'm about to just buying everything. But do I have room to buy everything? No.
Finish what you have first and then you can get to it. But it's definitely I don't even know much about him, but after reading this, I'm like, this is my homeboy. I'm invested. I don't even like Broadway shows, but I want to go to one now. So yeah, this was good. But I finished this and I'm doing like an Annette Corfor blog for February. So I'm reading this. I've been listening to this via audio most of the day since I've been running around, but now I'm prepared to finish and sit down listening to it. So hopefully I'm not listening, I'm reading it like with my eyes. So I think I should be done on this sprint, hopefully, and then I'll pick up something else. So getting through some books, I have a very ambitious TBR.
Yes,
with
I
the
watched your TBR video.
Yeah, Neva, you're doing, talk about your readathon, by the way, so the nasties can hear about it.
I don't have my shirt on, but
the Jonas Brothers.
You got a shirt?
I am. I'm co-hosting the Battle of the Boy Bands readathon all of February. Y'all can still sign up if you want. It's not too late. It's hosted by my friend Rainey from Reading Blue Reads, and co-hosted by me, Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading, and Crystal from Bomb Book Reviews. I am Team Jonas Brothers, which is the team you should join. You know what I'm saying? And then Rainey is Team Backstreet Boys. Brittany is Team NSYNC, and Crystal is Team Hanson. So there are graphics, there's a Discord, there's a whole thing. It's fun. Y'all should.
I have to know the behind the scenes. Did anybody fight over any particular boy band?
There was a little bit of a debate between Brittany and Rainey over who was gonna do Backstreet Boys, I think. But it was Brittany's kind of like, well, it's your thing, so you can do it.
There you go.
And then I think I switched mine twice. I started with I don't even remember. I started out with 98 Degrees, and then I couldn't for 98 Degrees. And I was like, I need to have merch. Even Etsy didn't have anything. So I was like, what can I do where I know I know enough about the band to not look stupid? Jonas Brothers is Jonas Brothers. That's what we got. So
if I was gonna join a team, Jonas Brothers is a team that I would be picking because I'm obsessed with Nicholas.
Absolutely. My 5-year-old is not very keen on my Jonas Brothers shirt. She said that they all look like they would want to marry her someday, and I was like, interesting.
I wish. I should be so lucky.
And then she was like, do you like any of these? I'd be like, yeah, Nick was my dude back then. I really had no time. I mean, Kevin was cool, but I really had no time for Joe. I had no time for Joe at all.
See, I'm more like NSYNC, but I'm more BSB. They got the moves. Something about them in them trench coats dancing. I'm just oh man. And then so is that the only one you're participating in this month?
I'm participating in that one, and then in the middle of the month, Michelle and Aoife from Pretty Purple Polka Dots. So Michelle from Michelle's Library, Aoife from Pretty Purple Polka Dots, and Bree from Four Paws in a Book. They are bringing back Rom-Comathon for Valentine's Day week. So I'm participating in that also, but I'm not hosting it or anything. I'm just out here reading the books. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that. Hosting is a lot of work. So
yeah. So, and then of course I do have my lineup of Black books. Most of them some of them are from my shelf, like Legendborn and Amari, and some of them I have just pulled from the library, so they're on my Kindle just because
their library,
the room for that. You know what I'm saying? I was going to do Blackathon, but their prompts are much too specific for this mood reading girly out here. It was when I was reading them, I was like, this is too hard to switch up books. I would have to pick books, and I'm just not. I'm participating in spirit, but not actually, because there ain't no way.
Putting together TBRs is a lot of work. Like that's why I'm like, I can't participate in readathons every month. It took a lot of work, a lot of research. How do I have access? How do I get it? I'm luckily my library be coming through.
Yeah, mine too. And I was able to put a different card other than my local library because I do have cards from my hometown and then from the town I lived in when I was in Florida. I was able to put my Florida card back on Hoopla. And the Florida card is the one that really be coming through on Hoopla. They give me whatever I need on there. Thank God, because
there you go.
Otherwise,
you got to get in where you fit in. I'm about to ask my brother-in-law. He stay in Pennsylvania. Like, can I use your address? I'll bring your girlfriend a bottle of wine.
Yeah, Courtney, okay, now what about you? When you trying to like pick books for those different prompts, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna double up. Like, I'm gonna read this book for this prompt and this prompt." I was like, "Go ahead, Courtney."
I double, triple, but you know, luckily I picked Annette Courtefour. First, I was gonna do Nikki Drayden, but I didn't realize her books were so small. So I'm like, "Oh, I got this." You know, I got time, and some of them are on audio too, so I can get a little bit in there. But you know, fit in and do what I can. You know. So, what about you? What are you participating in now?
Me, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to participate in any just because I can't keep up with them. I like slightly even say I'm going to participate in Spirit, like the Missy Elliott-a-thon. Like I'm going to participate in Spirit. I was there at their kickoff live that they did yesterday. Yeah, so I was there for that. So like I'll be there in spirit. But in terms of like committing to the reading, I can't make any promises.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey, you know what? There's nothing to say you got to, but you know, shout it out. That's what I do. I shout out what I know. Okay, let's see what people in the chats are doing here. Okay, Kenny said, hello. Kenny. Last minute articles need to get done. We're going to do a 30-minute sprint. Y'all okay with that, by the way? Aaron, did you read Blackout? Has anybody else read Blackout? Hello, Mel. Got a shout out. I didn't, Pat. Thinking of reading in the future. Ooh, hold up. Okay, so a shoujo manga, Friends to Lovers, Funny and Amazing. Oh, that was the book you were talking about earlier. The horror, hold up, what The Walls Between Us. I have not gotten into manga. Horror in April. That's always good. Right around the corner, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Hope you enjoy it. Pat, thank you. Sounds crazy forcing people to stay in poverty in one area with no outside access. Woo, what book is that? Got serious quick. Emma by, oh my gosh, Jane, Pale Dreamer, Samantha Shannon, Similarity. I keep hearing about this book. I did not know who Tolkien was. That's the Lord of the Rings guy. Yeah. Crushed by Tracy Wolf, Equal Rights. See what I mean? Oh my God. So Amy is trying to figure out what book to read. And she has a lot. I thought you were going to give like one or two, girl. You gave like library. Okay. Well, I'm out for Jane Austen because I just say watch the movie. Oh, what y'all going to say?
I don't know. The only one on this list that I've heard of is Crush, but I haven't necessarily heard good things about it. So I don't know if I would encourage her to read it.
So the two that other than Emma, because I mean, I have to agree. If you're gonna do Jane Austen, I would just watch the movies. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get more out of that. The Silmarillion, however the heck you say that Tolkien book, I've heard good things about it. If you also like his other works, as far as like the Lord of the Rings, like I've thought about reading it, but also. I read The Lord of the Rings one time all the way through, and that was enough for me. Now I just be watching the movies because that explains it a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Crush is the only other one I've heard of, and I don't know anything about it. I've been meaning to read that series, but also it kind of puts me off because I'm not really a Twilight girly anymore, and it's supposed to be like a spoof of Twilight, and I'm not really, you know, I was.
Oh, it's a spoof? Oh, I was gonna say that, but it's a spoof. Just read Twilight.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a satire version of Twilight, and I was like, oh, this seems interesting. And then when I tried to do the Twilight reread with Sarah Shells last year, I was like, I apparently was only a Twilight girly until I realized like how bad the books are. So
I'm all about the movie with Twilight. I don't care to read anything. I'll make sure this computer's plugged in. I read like a few paragraphs at the end of one of the book. Well, in a few of the books, but especially the last one, I read like the last third, and I'm like, this. I'm gonna stay engrossed in the movie. Okay, so we are not having any sort of consensus. I was gonna say crush.
I would go for equal rights. It just sounds interesting. I don't know anything about it, never heard of it, but it sounds interesting.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna second that. We'll see what happens. Africa Risen for Super Duper. Yep. Yeah, that is an anthology of many different authors.
I heard it's really good.
I heard it was really good. I like short stories, but I am more for like a short book, or like, you know how you have those Amazon stories that are like 30, 40 pages and they're standalones. I like that because when I'm in an anthology, sometimes, especially when I have all these other books, I'm like, I don't want to keep reading short stories because they jump around. And then I keep thinking about that. And I don't like the DNF a book, you know, so I'd rather just have one story and like be done, because then I might not finish the whole anthology. I think it's like what, 450 pages, something like that.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I know it's pretty big, but I know it's a lot of really good authors in there. It's supposed to be really good though, so I hope you enjoy it. Let me know. Courtney and her you know me and my page counts. I'm trying to be better at it. It's just that when I have other things on my list already to read, then I really take into account page counts because I feel like I'm kind of behind. That's just psychological. Huh?
I wish I did that. I'd just be like, oh, this book look good. And then I'm like, why do I have 500 page books on this list? Because I just grabbed them off the shelf. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, if you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. It's just something I gotta lead up to. You know, I do enjoy getting engrossed in the story, but I also know my attention span is kind of limited. So I'd rather that than just be getting bored with the story and then I give it a bad rating in my head or whatnot, because I'm just like, it's been a week and a half and I'm still reading this, you know? So I'd rather just Legendborn 2, passed it, but I paused it because my other books got more of my... See, that's the same thing. Yes. I will go back to it.
It does read quickly because it's YA.
Yeah.
But it's also a book that you have to kind of pay attention to, if that makes sense. Because I did my original read of this, I did like with the audio sometimes and with just the audio. And I noticed that with just the audio, I did have to slow it down in order to know what, because otherwise I would miss pieces of things that were happening. And then later on, that would circle back around. And I'd be like, I do not remember this part.
I think that's the thing with audio sometimes, is that like I enjoy good audio, but I do think that sometimes you do tend to miss details, because I may be doing, like, I like audio when I'm doing other stuff. Like just morning I was working out, you know, let's say something grabs my attention or that move is really hard and I'm about to pass out, then I may, you know, miss something in the audio. So I think when something's really serious, I think it's, you know how you have those frivolous books kind of, you know, that are real lighthearted, and then you have those real serious books. I think audio isn't necessarily the way to go with that, but everyone is different. So Nadia Corafor, this is my first foray into her. I just heard that she was really good and she was a Black author. I figured I would try out a few books by her. Thus far, Remote Control. Did I say I was reading this? I can't remember. Yeah, but it's pretty good. And it's short, though. I would prefer a book longer, but it just happened to be there. So for people who are reading Black authors and want nonfiction and motivation, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. It is impressive. I have heard of him, but I have never heard of that particular book. Have y'all heard of him?
No.
Mm-mm.
David Goggins. David. Ooh.
I have Viola Davis's book in my Libby right now.
That's a good one.
I should have read it last year, but like the library took so dang long that I hit a slump by the time they sent it to me. And I was like, I cannot disrespect Miss Viola like that. So this has to just wait.
I agree. And it is worth it. It was probably like my top 2 books, I would say, of last year is Bad Fat Black Girl and Finding Me. That and just two amazing books that I just keep thinking about. But yes, I do think the audio is really good as well with her. Like, I'm a big fan of people telling their own stories, and I'm starting to realize, like with nonfiction, because I'm not a huge nonfiction girl, but I do feel like if I'm invested in a particular person, like I like how they speak, maybe I like their work or whatnot, just some sort of investment on my part, I can really get into it. But when they're telling their own story, it really just resonates with me. Same thing with this Billy Porter memoir. The audio, he's telling his own story, just like Viola. And you hear like that passion, like he got some spunk and some sass, like work it, bitch. Like he says all that in here. Like, so you hear that. Huh?
That's what I liked about the Will Smith book too, is I bought that on audio on Audible, and I was like, I don't really be doing that because usually I'll just listen to it and then from the library and then return it because I'm not usually gonna re-listen. I think I've listened to the Will Smith audio book like 2 or 3 times just because like his story is powerful and he's telling it, so it's enjoyable to me to listen to it.
Yes. It's like somebody telling you their own personal story sitting there in your living room. Yes, I definitely agree with you on that one. Good morning. Hello, West Aussie Diamond Arts. I like the art on your thumbnail. Team Backstreet. Hey, there you go. I'm all for the Backstreet. I don't know much about the Jonas Brothers, although what's that one song that sounds kind of like R&B? I think it's when they branched out. Was it Joe? Something, take it at a slow pace. Don't let me to sing. Let's move on.
I was gonna say, I know Joe Jonas did a remix of a Sierra song with Sierra.
Oh, really?
He did. It's that one. Give me a moment.
He got the singing pipes, okay? So you could probably sing some stuff for us.
Listen. There is a song.
Kitty pulled up Old Town.
Actually, so my boyfriend on the interwebs, he goes by Mr. Reading Winiva because someone, I think ML and Ollie, gave him that nickname one time, and now he rides it home. Okay. He was like, y'all didn't pick no Boys to Men, y'all didn't pick this and that. And I was like, first of all, sir, I know that I was raised, older than I am, like, because my mom was very young when I was born. I was like, but you also have to understand, like, I was raised not with Black people. So my exposure to those bands were not when I was a teenager or a young person. That exposure was when I was like 22. So I don't know enough about those bands to really be leading a whole team, because if somebody be trying to quiz me about something, I ain't gonna have no answers. No. I'm sorry. I have to go with what I know. He was like, I understand. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to say about it's Black History Month, but that is a good explanation that you just said. Do we have Black boy bands like recent years?
Maybe like B2K and B5. I don't know of anything after that.
Yeah, but that's been a minute. Yeah. Well, you know what? Why don't Mr. Weeder and Eva create like the fifth team? And put
That's what I said. That's what I said. He said, "No, I can't be out on the internet like that." I was like, "Okay, well then."
He could be a silent partner. Yeah, like when I did my readathons, I had some folks that like that were just IG related. You can have like a live, and then he can be on like another person in the camera. You know how when you're on a break, you cover it up. Where's my camera? Yeah. Okay, this is okay. My camera is
the song that Joe Jonas did with Sierra was the song I Bet.
I don't be listening to music. I don't know.
But he did the remix version of it. So it's like her point of view and then his point of view. And I was like, okay, Joe, out here doing R&B. What are you? And I like that song. Like, but I heard the remix one time and I was like, what is this? Okay.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay. What's the one that he goes, we should go back to my place? She said that right to my face. Who sings that? That's a Jonas. I remember looking it up.
That's got to be a Jonas Brothers song.
We should go back to mine, but don't let me sing it. I'm gonna just say the words. I'm not gonna sing it because I don't want to be on the
those
internet.
lyrics sound familiar.
Because of my
that sounds like something that would have been on like that.
We should go back to My Place. She said this right to my face.
Those lyrics sound so familiar. Oh my god.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, Kenny O Town. No, they never made it off the ground. With all the other boy bands, they're like the redheaded stepchild. Ain't gonna work. No Kids. I was never into them. For y'all? Well, I know Neva wasn't.
I like New Kids on the Block, but not like their old stuff. I like when they came back. When they came back, I can't remember what song it was. I think it was a song that they did with like Neo or Usher or somebody they did a song with. This was around like 2008-ish. I liked when they came back in 2008. I wasn't like a huge fan of like their, music from back in the day.
Yeah, I never did much, but my cousin was a diehard. She had that poster on her wall for a while. They did their tour. I would have gone to that. Hopefully you'll enjoy. I hope so too. She got this whole sci-fi fantastical thing going on thus far. Hello, Audrey. Hello. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How's bookkeeping going? No, 112 or Boys to Men. Yeah, we already went on that one.
If I was gonna pick a boy band, I probably would have picked New Edition.
Yeah.
Okay, we up in there. Well, I'm okay with that one. I mean, when I think of boy band, I do think NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. And I think that's what, because like when Rainey sent us like the list, she just like Googled boy bands, you know what I'm saying? So when she sent us the list, it was like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Jonas Brothers, One Direction, which like I suppose I could have.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think
about One Direction, but like I don't think unless I hear like a random One Direction song, like I forget that they were ever a band because they're
like O-Town, but they were more popular though.
They were huge before they broke up.
Yeah, they were big before they broke up, but I just be forgetting that they were.
Yeah.
But then like it started giving us like girl bands, but some of them were fictional. That's the thing. Because she was like, here's the list, and it was like half boy bands and then half girl bands. So we had like Destiny's Child, TLC, and then you got fictional girl bands like the Cheetah Girls. Technically, they were all
Cheetah Girls was the shit in some circles, girl. Don't denote that.
I was like, if we do a girl bands one, can I pick? Like, can we do the Cheetah Girls? Because like technically, they started fictional and then did tours as Cheetah Girls.
They released albums and everything.
Yeah. To this day, if someone turns on Cheetah Girls, I will sing every song at the top of my lungs. I do not care. Judge me if you want to. It's okay.
Maybe you can even it out like later in the year. Do a would it be called a girl band? Is that how? What a girl boy band? I never heard girl band. What is it called when the girls like do a girl group? Just do a girl group.
I suppose. So I'm a spoil something, okay? Because they know we're gonna rush this back. We're talking about next year doing girl band or girl groups. Because I was like, this is so fun. Like just setting it up was so fun. I was like, we should do it. She was like, I'm thinking about doing it next year if I can figure it out. And I was like, because there are more, in my opinion, I think there are more girl groups than there are boy bands.
Yeah.
Like
so more wide appeal that people know. Yeah.
Yeah. And like you have more option with girl groups than you do with boy bands. Because we had to pick ones that we knew the whole demographic of our channel, each of our channels would know. Because even Crystal was like, I don't know if anybody even remembers Hanson. And I was like, I
like Hanson.
I only know one song from Hanson. Yeah. That's the only song that I know.
But with the girl group, what's really cool is that you can dress like them. They got the fashion element, and that is
what I was thinking.
I will be
Cheetah Girls. I was like, if I was gonna do Cheetah Girls, I would come on dressed as like Cheetah Girls and like different color. Like I would come as like the blue Cheetah Girl, like one episode, like it was the pink Cheetah Girl the next time.
That would be cool. But I did think of another band, y'all. Wait for it. Color Me Bad.
Oh yeah.
There you go. That's a good one. Oh, we gonna help you set up your readathon. I would have had to do a team New Addiction. There we go. Boys to Men. Yeah, Boys to Men. I'm near Philadelphia. I'm right across the thing. So they're huge here. So that's a big one. And they're like one of the originals, at least I think of.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Audrey, Casey, and JoJo.
Are they considered a boy band?
Huh?
Are they considered a boy band?
Or are they considered a duo?
Yeah.
Because I feel like
how many people was in Jodeci?
I don't know.
I don't know how many people was in that. I don't know if that was considered a boy band.
I feel like in order to be a boy band or a girl group, you got to have 3 or more.
Yeah. I agree. Otherwise, you're just a duo.
Yeah.
I agree. Jodeci. There we go. Oh man, we going old school, y'all. BT. I heard it.
I'm surprised that nobody did BTS.
Yeah. BTS. I did. So BTS, they're what are they? K-pop.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have heard of them.
But
they be interchanging people. They got like 9 people, and then they move on and stuff.
What I should have done is text my sister and been like, "Who's your favorite boy band?" Because she would have picked, or they, whichever she's going with right now, would have picked BTS because she dresses like a group, like a member of BTS. Like she's very
in her style.
And I'm like, I told her at Thanksgiving,
in her circles.
At Thanksgiving, I was like, if we weren't going to a family Thanksgiving, like I would lie to people and say that you're like the boyfriend I can't bring home to mom. And she started laughing.
Oh, that's funny. Got B2K too. Oh, Beastie Boy.
How many? That was 2 people though, wasn't it?
Huh?
That was just 2 people, wasn't it?
No, it was 4 or 5. Right? No, it was more than 2.
I'm about to look because I feel like the Beastie Boys was more than 1.
Oh yeah, they definitely. Yeah, they were a group. They were. Yeah, I would put them as a boy band.
There was 3 of them.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't like to be called boy band. I don't think at that, like back then, they didn't call them boy bands. Yeah. But that was that one. Yeah, we need to get to some sprints, but I want to get through some of these comments. Jodeci, Backstreet, Drew Hill. Oh my gosh.
Backstreet,
Drew Hill. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I saw Blackstreet. There you go. Yep. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Pretty Ricky. Stop.
Oh, who wants to be on Team Pretty Ricky? I'm gonna put my hand in the dirt.
All the erotica readers.
That'd be me. So,
oh my god!
Or Crystal, because out of this little group of co-hosts, is me and Crystal that are slowly corrupting everyone else. So.
Oh, you had a sprint last night? I didn't care. Well, I was out.
Live. I was at the one for the Super Duper Fly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I said hi and then I got busy with some stuff. Oh, yeah, I need to catch those. Is she doing those every day?
I don't think it's every day. I think they have one on Friday. I think the next one might be on Monday, something like that.
I have a knack for some reason missing Shay's sprints. I don't know why. I'll come in and it's like, it streamed 20 minutes ago. It's like, I was here. I was reading. What happened? I don't know. I read a couple of manga before. I have a goal to read at least 1 manga a month. Okay, that'll go through really good. Weren't you reading Death Note now? Mm-hmm. How did you finish? Well, the first volume, right? Okay.
I got done dirty with manga. Now I'm so
What happened?
I let my siblings tell me what manga to read, and they gave me Your Lie in April in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic.
Ooh.
And I said, y'all have me read this. And I read it. I read all, I think there's like 9 volumes or something. I got it from the library. And now I'm scared because now I'm like, who do I ask for recommendations? Because I do not trust y'all. I sure
don't trust family, trust BookTube.
I'm gonna have to go back and just do some more research on BookTube because I was like, y'all read manga? Give me some good manga. One of my brothers and one of my sisters was like, Your Lie in April. And I was like, okay. And of course the covers are pastel. They look cute. And I read it. It was not cute.
Was it a colorful, or was it black and white?
I mean, the inside pages are black and white, but the covers themselves are like pretty, like pink, blue, orange.
That's
like
deceiving.
Right, it's deceiving. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a slice of life. It was no slice of life. It was depressing and terrible, and it ripped out my heart. I mean, not terrible like don't read it, but terrible like don't start with that. Terrible.
I never heard it. In a nutshell, what is it about? I never heard of that one.
If I remember correctly, because I think I tried to block it out. If I remember correctly, it's about
PTSD.
I believe the main character is like a piano player and has like an abusive mother. And I was just, whoa. I was like, first of all, our mom passed in 2022, and like there's stuff there for me. So I was like, this is gonna be slice of life, this is gonna be cute. I'm like stuck at home in the pandemic. I had to like get the library books delivered to my house. Like it was like that new to the pandemic where like you weren't allowed to like go to the library.
And they delivered?
Yeah. So the library that I had in Florida, they would you could go pick them up, or you could set up a delivery time, and they would leave them outside your house like in a canvas bag and then knock on your door, and then they would run away to their car.
Man, that's good service. Hell, down here they were just like, you can't get no books. You better figure it out. You're gonna learn today.
I think the schools petitioned for the public libraries to figure out a way to stay open.
That's good.
Because all the schools went to e-learning, but they were like, well, how are our kids gonna get like books? You know what I mean? Like we can't just let them not have books. And so the local libraries were like, well, we'll stay open, but we're gonna either have to deliver or you're gonna have to come pick the books up. They're like, we can't have y'all walking through the library touching everything with your nasty hands. Like we can't do that.
Your taxes about to go up for that.
And then everything was covered like more in plastic so that they could spray the books down after each person. Like they'd pick them up and like disinfect them, but obviously you can't have like any corners or anything showing if you do that. So
now I get the books and they're all sticky. I don't even care anymore. Okay, well, only books read physically. It's nice to have a variety of format. Yes, I agree. I'm trying to get into, I haven't read any manga, but I have read graphics / comics or whatever you want to call them. So I'm trying to get into those. Token is a reread. Dang. Amy is glutton for punishment with these 800-page books. Go ahead and do that one. Mangas are quite expensive. Yes.
Yeah, they are very expensive. At the library or through Libby and then read them on my iPad. Because I know me. Mr. Reading with Eva is already a comic book collector. We can't afford to have a manga collector too. We can't.
You're gonna run out of space and out of money with that. For as quick as those books go, people be paying like $60 a pop for one, and you gotta, library it is on that one. Crush, I'm considering DNFing. Okay,
see, I told you I haven't heard good things about it.
There's a book. I was going through all this chaos of my shelf. I read most of none of these books. This is Hush. I actually do want to read it, but it sounds a bit like a Twilight as well type thing. Oh, I'm trying to mess things up, girl. Trying to be pretty and organized, y'all. It's a mess. I'm getting my manga either from the library or from Kindle. Yes. Yeah,
Kindle Unlimited has a lot.
I don't know. I was thinking of starting all these books yesterday. Halfway through Similarity and Equal Rights is just Discworld read along. I don't even know what that's about. Y'all know what Discworld is? I've heard of his readathon, but I don't know what it's about. Mm-hmm. You're halfway through Similarity and just go ahead and finish that. My man Rid Clutty. Don't know him, but I hope he's good. Granny Merriweather, my bestie's favorite character. Great characters. Hello, Mika. I love that thumbnail. Legend burn everywhere, and now I want to read it when it comes. But I've been seeing it a lot.
Yeah. He said somehow he got onto Black Book Talk. I don't know how, but he keeps sending me Black Book Talk TikToks. And I was like, how did you even? I was like, I've seen some of these, but also how did you get to this side of TikTok?
You gotta have the right keywords. That's one of the things I learned about BookTube when I got in, because at first when I discovered BookTube, I was like, oh, I want to join this. This is awesome. But I saw all these white people and I'm like, is this something that I can do? Like, I know I can do it, but I'm like, are people gonna bother to even look at me? Like, do we do this? Is this a an international thing. But then I realized I typed in Black BookTube, and that's when Black people popped up. So I was pissed for a minute, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw my diversity in the mix and see what happens.
When I first got onto Book Talk, it was all like Coho, and I was like, y'all really like, I like Coho, okay, I read it, that's fine, but I'm no way a cohort or whatever. Like I have my favorites, but like they crazy over there, like they real nuts. But he was like, last night he was like, I've just been seeing it all over TikTok. I was like, how did you even get there? How are you seeing anything? Like how? He's like, I don't know, but he's like, everybody be talking about it. And I was like, all right, I will read it so you can read it. You're welcome.
You need those keywords, and then also keep looking at that content. You know how when you look, the algorithm on there kind of sees that's what you want, and then it starts looking at it. So yeah, TikTok loves some Coho, and that's why she be thanking him in the books. Read that back part. She says, "Thank you, TikTok, for allowing me to get this mansion and this Lexus."
And I joined the cohort Facebook group for like a minute. I left after like 3 days because I was like, if anybody says anything negative, like if somebody has like a question about like a plot hole or something, they're like, just read it and enjoy the book. And I was like, wow, like I could never post anything in this group because y'all would just rake me over the coals. Like y'all
would
like
be Beyonce's Beehive, girl.
Right. Like, why are you questioning this book so hard? And I was like, it is not how we learn things. Like, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. This is not the place that I belong.
Social media is awesome and it can suck at the same time. Okay, y'all, we got a lot of comments, so we just gonna have to get to this sprint and then come back. So let's do a few more, then do this sprint so we can at least say we read. Okay, y'all good with that? Death Kenny, he's funny. Binti series, yes, I have that somewhere. I have the Binti, yes, as part of Nady Corfor, 32 short stories, 512 authors. Africa Risen. Pat got the whole synopsis thing. There you go. That's not too bad. If that's the only book you're reading, you got a whole lot in there, and it probably goes quickly too. I feel like though, when it comes to sci-fi, it takes me a while sometimes to get into the story. So I got in and then I got out, and then I gotta reorganize my brain for a whole nother story to understand it, But some authors do a better job than others in allowing you to get into the sci-fi. Like some are just so technical that I'm just like, what were you just reading? Audiobooks for Nady. I have audio on some, but not all. So I do have the net. Hello, Finesse. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Finesse is a new booktuber, by the way, y'all. Go and subscribe. Same thing happened with Cassandra Patterson, Mistress of the Dark Audio. You get lost. It happens. It happens. Okay, yeah, we're going to do a sprint. Gabrielle Union. Oh, Gabrielle Union has a book?
Didn't hear about that.
I think she might actually have 2.
Dang, really?
I only haven't read Trevor Noah's book because I can't stand Trevor Noah. Sorry. Like just like as a human, like I just can't.
This is a human.
You know what I'm saying? Like just as like a person, I just can't stand Trevor Noah. So like I don't really want to read his book just because I don't want to be that person that's like, I'm gonna read this book and then when I don't like something that he said, like give it 2 stars. Like I don't want to do that because like it's his book. You know what I mean? His story. So I just passed on Trevor Noah because I just.
What's wrong with why do you not like him? Not that I'm a fan. I mean, I've seen a few of his comedy. And I'm like,
something with his personality just does not mesh with me. I agree. He just grinds my gears. Like, because I see him on like the YouTube and like on things. And it's really not even what he says, really. It's just something about his personality puts me off. And I'm like, I'm just going to pass.
100% agree.
That's fair, because you got plenty of books, so,
Like, and I'm not going to begrudge anybody who liked Trevor Noah. If you like him, great. He's not he was not put on this earth for me. He was just not.
Don't worry, he has a pretty big fan base. Otherwise, he don't need Neva reading his book. So you're good to go, girl. no justification needed if you don't want to read it. I'm not gonna be reading it either. So. Okay, let's get to this sprint. Otherwise, we'll never make it. Okay, so add this to the mix here, and happy reading. 30 minutes. Okay. Hello. How did your reading excursion go?
I got through the first chapter, so I'm up to page 20. I had to stop to like do some other stuff, but I'm liking this so far.
There you go. It's a good start, right?
Yeah.
I also got through the first chapter, so I'm on page 22.
Okay, there you go. I don't know.
And I started Ariana's dinner because she real emotional over this fall at school, and she just needs an early bedtime tonight.
Wow, gotta get them early, right? What time does she normally go to bed?
She usually goes to bed around between 8 and 8:15.
Oh, okay.
But I think while we're talking, I'm gonna take my laptop downstairs and put her pizza in the oven so she can maybe go to bed about like 7:30 because she. You would think the whole hand was gonna fall off. She does have like a scrape like right here too, and like a goose egg going on.
Oh,
but I've
no.
been watching. She doesn't have any signs of concussion, so I think she's gonna be fine.
Oh my gosh, she's doing herself in. Hello, Adrian. This is Sister Harlem. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Do you know Miss Adrian here, neither?
I do. She
okay, there we go.
She likes to pop up into my sprint sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Early in the morning.
Well, you got work to do. You got to go. So you got to sprint early and on lunch and after. How about you introduce yourself to the chat?
Hello, chat. I'm Adrian, aka Sister Harlem. Sister Harlem's Library is my channel. So I'm trying to get used to saying that. So just posted a short yesterday. So I like to read just about almost anything. So nonfiction is the newest thing since last year. I'm getting more into, but I'm reading more memoirs than other things. So in terms of nonfiction, so I like that, but definitely fantasy, romance, erotica and romance, and paranormal, science fiction, stuff like that. So I like to read things
fun
like that.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I second all of that. We were talking about memoirs right before we went to the break, and we were discussing this one. Are you a fan of Trevor Noah?
Yes. Yes. I have not read his yet, but yes. Mm-hmm.
And then Gabrielle Union, which I looked that up on the break, by the way. I looked up, she has 2 books out. I guess one memoir was her life up until, I guess, the kid. And then I guess it'd been 4 years. And then she had the second memoir. And then I think she has a kid book out too.
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing her thing.
Okay.
She's diversifying her portfolio and all that. Yeah, so nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's all I saw. She might have some more other kid books out. I don't know, but I just saw those 3. So I haven't read any of those though. So that might be something to put on your list here. We were trudging through this chat and are behind, so just get in the mix whenever you can in here.
So I was looking at an old I have books that go back. So I had forgotten one of the autobiographies or memoirs that I had read that I thought was good was Don Lemon's Transparency.
Mm-hmm.
And that came out, I guess, at like the height of his, popularity, and I thought it was good. So.
I haven't read that one. I'm only recently getting into memoirs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Have y'all read any of those with him?
No.
Yeah. That's
yes,
probably
some people. I'm like, you need to wait a few years.
Spear, yeah. I feel like sometimes when people are young and they write a memoir, I mean, I think it's just, it's all for money, of course, but I feel like when you're writing a memoir, let most of your life go by before you get into that. Like a 20, 30-year-old writing a memoir, unless there was some scandal that you're trying to tell me all the details, I feel like it's a little too soon, especially if you're popular and you're still doing stuff, wait a minute, So, but they're trying to do their thing. So I was speaking about Eneti Okorafor because I'm going to do a vlog this month, and I have a few books.
Okay.
That's what I'm reading. Oh, what are you reading, by the way?
I'm going to finally start Blood Trials.
Okay.
And I'm going to read it. Well, read it not just because it's on my everlasting longing TBR.
No, you don't have that.
but also because of the Missy Elliott readathon. So I'm reading it as one of the prompts.
Okay. Is that the only readathon you're participating in this month?
No, because I'm also doing, well, that's a readathon, and then the other one is a read along. Trying to get all these things straight. So the other thing that I'm doing is the Zora Neale Hurston.
Okay, yes,
which is not just this month. And that's all that I know of right now.
Okay.
I might be missing something, but yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of Blood Trials, if anybody wants to read Blood Trials, not that I've read it, but if you want to read it, Helen put in the Discord, in Paco's Discord, that book, I think the ebook for it is on sale today on, she said, Kobo and maybe Kindle. I think it's like $2.99 if anybody wants to get it.
How much is it normally?
I have no idea.
I know it's pretty popular, so it's probably worth a penny. So save some dollars, y'all.
Yeah, they were talking about that earlier today.
Okay.
So we got a Nora. Somebody was speaking about Nora, and I looked it up. It looked pretty good. So I may change out some books, but thus far, Nora is not on my list here.
Like I like Dr. Okorafor's work.
You do? Yeah, this is my first foray into it, and it's interesting. It's easy reading too. I mean, granted, this is just one book, but it's easy reading. You know how some people get a little bit too technical with sci-fi. This one's okay, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see. West Aussie has 2 books, a fiction, nonfiction, dense. So the fiction one is a good break. What's the nonfiction? Hey, Paulina, how you doing?
Hi.
Uh-oh, someone's liking Trevor Noah. Hey, you do you, okay? Hey, Paulina. Hello. Doing homework or need to read and get my February TBR. Yep. There's some read-alongs that are like only a few days at the beginning of February. So definitely get your TBR together. That's a chore. We were discussing earlier, reading's the easy part. Putting together the TBR is some work. Hello. Library Without Borders. Hello, Madam Courtney. I'm Madam. Hello, everybody. Happy made it to the live. Speaking about the Book of Night Women, listening to the polished. I keep seeing that pop up. I thought it was the polished or a polished show. Yeah, but anyway, I keep seeing that pop up when I do just regular search. I don't know why. I thought it was.
Is that by the same author? Is that by Marlon? What was his name? Marlon
I don't
James?
think so. I think it's a polished. I've read the synopsis, but I, for the life of me, can't remember what it was. I just know I keep seeing this book popped up. It's not Marlon James. It's by Austin Clark. Like it has a really pretty Black woman on the cover. It's called The Polished. Let me see. The Polished Hoe. Have y'all seen that?
No.
It might just be, you know how, people be tracking us. So it might just be what I'd be looking at. But this book comes up, I would say, at least twice a week when I'm like researching other books. Don't know what it's about though. Let's see. Let me see if I can do a little something about Caribbean, blah, 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 blah. Probably because I think it's set like not in the USA, and Book of Night Women is set in Jamaica. Let's see.
I like the cover.
I know it's a beautiful cover. That's why I always see it. Respected women in Barbados. Yeah, so it's on an island. A woman in Barbados calls the police to confess through a crime. It brings together the island's African past and the tragic legacy of colonialism in one epic sweep. So,
how many pages does it say?
Experience of a society characterized by slavery. So, yeah. So I can
does
see
it say how many pages it is.
480.
Okay.
But it's such a beautiful book, like the cover. I don't know if it has anything to do with like some magical, like I like books that have something magical about it, like some element. Like that's what I thought with Book of Night Women. There would be some magical element. And while there was, it definitely wasn't what I thought, but it was still good. I enjoyed it. I don't know if it's the same type of writing. If y'all read that book, it's like it's challenging writing. Let's just say
that would be a good book for. Is it Books and Bow Ties for the Blackathon? I think they have a prompt that's like read a book that's in Jamaica or set on an island or something.
Yeah,
that
set
would
on an
be
island.
a good
Yep.
book for that
Yep.
prompt.
I know. I saw that and I was like, darn, because I haven't gotten a book yet. I'm hoping somehow one of my books surprises me with an island somewhere, but I'm like a month late, so we'll see what happens.
Well, this would also be good for the prompt. That's one of the prompts for the Missy Elliott readathon. That is to read a book that does not have that's not set in the U.S. or the U.K.
Yep, that's another one. Yep. Tell me if you're liking A Polished Hoe. That's just an interesting title. Mm-hmm. That's why it grabs your attention. Okay, would so do the girl. Yeah. Oh, so we were talking about readathons earlier because Neva's doing a boy band readathon. So we were discussing a girl group readathon. That'd be really fun. Choosing a fictional girl group, V-Birds Mate, bringing back in 2002. Ooh, I don't know. Y'all know this one?
Mm-mm.
I don't know that one, Kenny. I bet no one knows the V. There we go. Yeah, we're behind. Yeah, I don't know the V-Birds. Gavin did the Cheetah Girl video. Very amusing. There you go. You got your Cheetah Girl on. Did you see him doing steps in that video, Amy? He was on point. Oh, okay. He's dancing too. But that was fun. I never got into Cheetah Girls. I know you did, Nell. Kenny truly gave it all. Hey, you know what? He's getting into theme. It's nothing wrong with Gavin doing his thing, okay? Britt on Friday and Shay on Monday. Okay, for the sprints. Let me write this down.
Okay.
So I won't forget. Let's see. Britt's is Friday. My pen's trying to die. Britt on Friday and Shay on Monday for, I'm going to just write super duper sprints. I'm always like in and out. So I kind of just, whenever opportunity strikes me for a sprint, but I always get up and look if I'm going to be reading or doing something and just put it on the computer. But I always miss people. Manga in his plastic is shady.
Yes, that is true.
Why is it shady?
Because they usually have to like keep it bind so that like kids can't flip through it if it's stuff in it that's like inappropriate.
Right.
Right. So if it's got like adult content in it, they'll put it in plastic so that you can't just flip through you have to like buy it to see what's inside.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's like the Playboy stuff. I get you. That's protect the kids, right? Neva, you lucky. My library told me if I want books, I need to talk.
Maybe it was supposed to say walk.
Oh, go walk to go get it. Yeah. Apparently, Adrian, during the pandemic, like when it first started, Neva's library delivered the books. She could request them, and they just delivered them in a bag on her porch.
Wow.
When I lived in Florida, there was like a thing. I'm pretty sure it was a petition from the schools, but I don't know because I didn't have a child in school at that point. So, but I know that they were giving you the option to either come pick the books up, like at the library, sit in your car type thing, or you could schedule like a delivery time too.
That's pretty cool.
Sweat and Soap I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about.
Yeah, Blood on the Tracks. I have that on my list.
Yeah, I want to read it.
Yeah.
Is that a manga though? I didn't know if that was a manga or not. I just wrote graphics. I know they're not all.
I know it's a graphic novel. I don't know if it's technically manga.
Okay.
But I know it would be. It would definitely be
but I know
considered
it
a
is
graphic novel.
Let's see. Hello, lady. Hey, Elena. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Never helpful. Reading The Way of Perfection. Is it perfect? Then love and comic and manga like Scarrant, Hood, and Farmhand. I don't know all these. See, all these books are coming into fruition here. I feel like with manga, I only recently, like October of last year even knew what that was. I heard it on a sprint, and I was like, huh, okay. I think it was Bree and Brandy talking about manga, and I'm like, don't know, and I had to look it up. But you definitely hear a lot more people discussing it. I have to read some more Miles Morales series. What is that about? Not gonna lie, Boniva's gonna say something else just then.
Miles Morales is Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Oh, definitely not in that. Is Spider-Man part of the Marvel universe, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, see, that shows you how much I know. I know people get real particular. There's Marvel, there's DC. Isn't there another one?
There is a difference.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. See, I'm like, hydrate. Yes, drink some water. I probably drank a little bit too much water today. 2 books, very good. Oh, I think we're talking about Gabrielle Union. Okay, so Pat is writing. Pat is an avid reader. I can probably name any book, and I will say it's an 80% chance Pat has read it. That's awesome. Trevor's book is good via audio pronunciations of African language, and it explains about his life. Okay. I just remember him doing a joke about taco trucks and not really knowing like what they were about, and the fact that somebody parks like a mobile truck and people buy food, and it was funny, but not really my style. Finding Me. I wish you had listened to the Book of Night Women instead of reading it. The lady reading had the Pateos accent, and then she did an awesome. Yeah, bless you. Yes, I definitely did not have audio. I was looking for it, but I think it's better with the challenging wording and the vernacular of the Book of Night Women that I read it, because I would have been like, because every paragraph I had to actually like how you read something and you understand it. With Marlon James, I had to read the paragraph and then think about like, okay, what exactly did he say? Because it just was like all over the place as far as with, not even all over the place, just the wording. I just wasn't used to. It was just in a different type of, like just the words they use.
Like the writing style?
Yeah, the writing style was different. I don't know if that was Jamaican or which I know there's different languages within the Jamaican culture, and then also it's part like slave era time frame and how they talk too. So it just was something that if somebody would say to me, I'd be like, like if you're talking to somebody and they would talk like that, I would be like, backtrack that again. So I think it was better. It took me quite a bit to get through the book, but I think it was better that I read it. But it would have been nice to actually hear like some of the specific words that they said, that weren't in English in the book in another native language, but it was a chore, I will say. But I enjoyed it. Gave it 5 stars. Definitely liked it. Obsessed with Mona Lisa. Ooh, that sounds spicy. Is that a good book? Very nice song. Oh, is that a song? Okay. Don't know that song. You know that song? I don't know why, but since the second week in January, I've been listening to Naut by Afro Beats. Don't know that one either. See, I'm behind. Y'all know all these songs. I think I've heard of Afro beats, but not sure. It's the beat of the music keeps you going. There we go. Dancing Away. Afro punk and Afro sync. Probably won't listen to any US or UK music made for like a year. Play Afro beat, Afro punk. You know what? You can go jamming, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Great reading spread. I'm glad. Hello, Bad is Red. How you doing? Hello. Say hi to everybody. Just getting through some comments. Hey, Adrian. Oh my God, we just now getting to. Hey, Adrian. Need to get through some. Got dinner. Okay, 10 pages. Nothing wrong with that. Got some homework. Eating some supper. Oh, I did see that video come out, but I didn't watch it earlier because I had to go. But I already got my book, so I'm good.
Pretty good.
The Never King. Ooh, I keep seeing.
Oh, I love that book. I love that whole series.
Was it good? It was 3-book series, right?
Yeah, I think there's a 4th one coming out at some point, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't look to see because I had to wait for half a year for the 3rd one. So I just didn't want to like psych myself out. But the 3rd one leaves off on a cliffhanger, so I'm pretty sure she's writing the 4th one.
Is that the worst? Oh no! If I was to pick up a series, it had to be out already. Because I'm like on the cliffhanger too. It's on my list though, but I haven't read it yet.
If you like reverse harem and like retellings, because it's like an adult Peter Pan retelling, like it's good.
I could be here for that. It's on my list. I put it on my list probably when I first started BookTube, but I saw that it was a series, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah, but it's definitely, and she puts like in the beginning of each book, she definitely puts that it's like a dark retelling or whatever, and then she definitely says like it leaves on a cliffhanger. So it's one of those series where like each book ends with to be continued.
Well, at least you put that up front. I respect that. I hate when authors don't put that and then you get to it and you're like, what the heck? Like those Kindle books are like that. That's why if you're going to do Kindle Unlimited is the way to go because you can get the books in the series. If you do it via Prime, you know how you have the free books in Prime? Almost all of them suckers leave in a cliffhanger. But if you get Kindle Unlimited, then you can read it.
Yeah, that's why I switched to Kindle Unlimited because I was like, y'all just be leaving me with cliffhangers and they're not giving me nothing else.
Yeah, and they don't tell you up front. Nope. I canceled my Kindle Unlimited for this month though, because I'm using the library. I think I'm gonna use my library for about 2 months and then get the Kindle Unlimited, maybe save some money. Mariah Carey, someone did say she had a memoir. Any of y'all read that?
No, I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, I think on my last sprint, somebody mentioned that, but I don't know how vested I am in Mariah Carey that I want to read.
I'm personally not that invested in Mariah Carey. She's fine and stuff. No.
Yeah, I'm not that invested.
I would be curious to know if she it depends on what she talks about. Because like I would like to know or like hear about her experience as like a biracial, like what that was like growing up, especially like in the 90s, and then her being in the music industry. And then the stuff with her, whoever the guy was, like that old man that she was married to. Like I want to know about that. But if she's not gonna talk about that, then I don't care.
I want the juice. Like I want the juiciness. But because like in like junior high, I was obsessed with that movie Glitter. I was obsessed with it.
I never even saw it.
I feel like I was obsessed with it because I'm biracial and like I also sing. So I was like just obsessed. I watched that movie like a year ago and I was like, this movie is not good. Because it's not. Like the whole movie is her trying to come up as a singer, but she's supposed to be like a background singer. So she pretends like she can't sing as well as she can, and it's just annoying to me because I'm like, everyone watching this knew that you had pipes before you made this movie.
Yeah,
and you out here acting like you can't sing louder than a church mouse. Like no.
I saw like 20 minutes, and I was like, I'm not gonna sit through this, and I was done. So I never really. The acting was just bad.
I definitely got that movie from the library. They eventually told me, they were like, can you leave it here for like a week and then you can check it back out? Because I would just keep renewing it.
Yeah. That sounds like me. Once I get it, I'm gonna renew as many times as I need to for what I need to. I don't care if anybody's waiting because I already waited enough. Now that one might be one of those things, you know how I was talking about with Spare, that I want to know what it's about but not enough to read it, so let everybody spoil it for me. The Mariah Carey is one of those that just spoil it for me, you know.
If she's gonna talk about all that stuff, then I would read it. But if she's not gonna get into that stuff, then I don't really care.
She's also estranged to her sister, so she needs to talk about it because the gossip pages surely have talked about it. So
they surely.
Yeah, you never hear much about her sister. Yes,
I didn't even know she had a sister.
Yeah, they are not on good terms at all. So.
Okay, there we go.
And if she gonna talk about Nick Cannon, I want to know about that too.
Yeah, if she could tell me why. If she could tell me why Nick Cannon keep popping out so many dang kids, that was cool.
I saw that today. 12. He's at 12 now.
Here's the thing, though, it's funny to me because he makes jokes about himself, about these kids, and I'm like, I mean, at least you're self-aware enough to know, but like, could you do something to like not pop out more kids? I'm just wondering. I mean, good on you trying to like do what you need to do to take care of them and stuff, but how much time can you really devote to each child with that many kids? Like,
they're all spread out.
That's why she petitioned to change the custody.
Wait, what happened? What's his custody?
She petitioned to change the custody.
Yeah. She wants
in
full
late
custody,
December,
right?
because she's like, there's no, you're not even seeing your first set of children that much. So
I thought she had full
working.
custody. He takes the kids like half the time.
Evidently, he did not have full custody, so now she's changing it. She's petitioned to change it.
Yeah, she didn't. I think they had like 50-50 custody. Like he could come in and get the kids and all that stuff. But my thing is like, if it was with one person, or if he had a majority of these kids with one person, then I would say, okay, you know, that's a relationship, whatever. So like, it is what it is. But the fact that he has this many kids with multiple women,
it's like 10 different baby mamas,
and they don't all even live within like the same state.
Yeah, I don't get it.
What you doing? FaceTime parenting? No, thank you. No.
Yeah, I don't know what legacy he trying to leave besides wear a condom legacy. So I really don't get it.
That's it.
He's a poster child for that. Okay,
he is the PSA.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know who also has a lot of kids? I haven't kept up with him in recent years, but last I checked, Flavor Flav had like 10.
Oh my God.
Now, who giving him some? I don't know, but still,
my thing is,
he's a commodity up in this piece, y'all.
The true tragedy of that Flavor Flav like dating show that was on, what was it, on MTV?
I love that.
Is that like the prize at the end was Flavor Flav? What about him was attractive other than his money?
Yeah.
You know what? He is very positive. I thought that was very attractive. He's a positive dude. I mean, I don't know if it's for the camera. But, you know, he seems nice and he's fun, you know, but, you know.
Sure. But no.
Nope.
I feel like everybody's born with a different lot in life, right? And I will say for the traditional, which everybody has a different category or different perception of what's attractive, right? So, but I will say the majority of people, regardless of what you find attractive in life, physically, I've not seen a single person says he's attractive, right? But he keeps his attitude. I think he knows how people think of him. Like I've heard a lot of people say bad things about him, just, you know, facial structure, what he looks like, about how dark he is, things like that, you know. And so it's you know, I think he's like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it moving, I'm gonna keep it positive. This is what I've been given in life and I'm gonna work with it. And you know what, I had a lot of respect for him seeing that show, because before the show I was like, oh, you know, but after the show I was like, you know what, he's doing the best that he can with what he got. And it's been working for him. Hey, he in a better position than I am, I think. I don't know.
He do definitely seem like a nice person.
I want to party with him.
I would be his friend.
Yeah, I would be his friend. I'm gonna be his hype woman, you know.
Right.
I'm like hype girl. I'm your wing woman. Hi Stitch, how you doing? Not me going there right now. Didn't check the Discord. Oh yeah, go check out the Discord. See what Paco's up to. Hello, Mayama. How you doing? Forgot about it. Trying to finish it up. Okay, remember the live show is Saturday at 8 p.m. Choosing Emma. She is the one book we talked about.
I'm glad people are reading the 5th season. That's really good.
Yeah, it was good. I have it right there. Austin Moo, the movie was fine for the full cast audio. Oh, there you go. Very calm. Not love the ending of Remote. Oh, I'm going to get to the ending tonight, whether here or later, but ending's going to come. Reading Assassin's Blade and the Witch. Awesome. Nonfiction is the mortal flesh incarnation of bioethics. Ooh, sounds very, very serious. I want away. What's up? Oh, just chilling. We just chilling. Happy honor of the blood trials. What? You're not into the blood trials? What?
She went and bought it. Remember I told you it was on sale.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. The $2.99. There you go. Hello, Alan. How you doing? Hi. What are you reading, Alan?
Hey. No problem.
Huh? Marlon
Audrey has said thanks. I was just saying, no problem.
Impart any knowledge y'all have. Nothing wrong with that. Did anybody go out? I mentioned on last sprints about how Applebee's is having the $14.99 all you can eat. Did anybody go get them some?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, there's like ribs, fried shrimp, and basically the chicken tenders. But $14.99 all you can eat. Go hungry. Blackathon prompt, which is how to say Babylon. Never heard of that one. Okay, there we go. Fitting some prompts. Get them all in there, y'all. I don't think we're gonna get to another spring, y'all. Arc or NetGalley or something because it's not released yet. Oh, gotta get the Arc. Is that for which one is that? Is that for
I have an Arc
How
also.
to Say Babylon. Huh?
I have Arc that I just got 2 days ago. So
Ooh, what's your Arc?
Alan.
Alan jumping ship from Ohio. Y'all, it's about to get live out in here because the Phillies is like 10 minutes away from here, and they go nuts. People get shot, good or bad. It's about to get crazy. Oh man.
It's a sapphic sci-fi fantasy called The Balance of Fates.
Balance of Fates?
Fates. Fates.
Ah, okay. Is it have you started it yet?
No. I found out about it via TikTok. I'm finding a lot of these authors lately via TikTok and getting the arcs. So
there you go. Where do you get your arcs from?
So they will say something on TikTok, and then I send them a message or fill out an electronic form, and then they send me an email if they select me, and then I'm able to download it to my Kindle.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So it's from individual people, not necessarily like NetGalley or something. Oh, that's cool.
No, it's actually much faster than NetGalley.
I've been horrible with the NetGalley.
I've been horrible with NetGalley too. Cool. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I got this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit them up next month. But this month, no. Okay, Alan. Well, thank you very much for showing some love for the Eagles. What's funny is that the Eagles and the Giants, New York Giants, are like big rivals, but New York is showing some love. They actually put the Eagles colors on the Empire State Building the other day. Oh, wow. I'm like, that is huge because Eagles fans would never do that. They don't care how close. I'm like, that is huge. So I told my husband, you better eat those hate words you be talking about the Giants.
we glad it's not Boston, so.
This should be fun. How come people have 600 plus books unread on NetGalley but still getting approved? Because they desperate. I mean, look at the average people, right? People don't normally read we read let's say the average booktuber. I mean, everybody's different, but let's say of us like readers, right? That we read like 6-7 books a month, right? Like that's probably not unheard of for a booktuber. Let's just say 4 books. That's still a lot, right? It's only so much of those people you have in the world. So they need to keep having people approved so we can get these, they can get these arcs read, Who else is doing that, right? So that's why they still have all those folks. Hello, Pat. Big following, so the publishers hope they'll promote it. Yeah, I'm like 60%. I stop requesting stuff unless I want to be reading at that time. Post the good ones, only the good ones. Hoping all the books are reread can get approved. Oh, they'll approve you. Just keep requesting. That's all you got to do. I haven't mailed it because it tells me I have one car and the hubby's late, so I get my books in the mail and love it. Yes, it's nice not to leave the house. I request from the library, but I don't even look. I've never looked through the stacks. I just look online and request and go to the preference desk. So unless it's that one shelf right there when you first walk in, not going to get read. On your books, your score will drop and he won't give you much books to request.
Are y'all talking about NetGalley?
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about my score. It's like 33%.
Yeah, that's the other person was saying.
It's because so I hit that slump, right? And I had requested books not knowing I was gonna hit a slump. And then I got books that are still like from last year that I need to like read. And then like I just haven't felt like reading them. So I'm just reading the ones that are like due in the future. And then I'm like, at some point there will be like a readathon or something that I need like one of these books for a prompt. I'll read it and review it then.
I think August is, if I'm not mistaken, y'all can let me know in the chats. I believe August is ARC August. So maybe, NetGalley will get some books read then. So
I think somebody does Arctober too in October.
Ooh. Now October's too busy with Black Aweenathon. I think there's another one. So yeah.
But yeah, there's Black Aweenathon. And then if Rainy brings back last year we did the Hocus Pocus readathon.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, October is a really good month for the horror books. So it's hard to kind of, I guess you can fit ARCs into that because ARCs could be fit into anything. It's just that you get so many recommendations for good books that are already out. So then ARCs just kind of get pushed by the side, Yeah. 600 unreviewed. I didn't know you can look at other people's stuff. That shows you how.
If they put in the NetGalley groups, people will tell you how many books they have that are unreviewed. Like I have a friend who posts in a group that I'm in a lot, and she has books from like 2015 from NetGalley, and I'm like,
wow,
ma'am,
they're not even ARCs anymore.
Like, I have books from 2022, from like October, November of 2022, but like 2015, at this point, those have been out so long, pretty much everybody that's gonna read it has read it.
That's
isn't it one of the appeals of ARCs that there is an ARC? Yeah. Like what I'll do is I'll put things in the cart, but I make sure, like you said, Diva, like is it coming due soon, then I'll read it. But if it's due in like August, I may hold off a minute because I got some time.
And it's also, with ARCs, the synopsis will sound good, and then I start reading it, and I'm like, this is really boring, and I don't want to read it. Like the ARC that I'm reading right now, I read 30% of it today because it's just so fast paced, and I'm like, oh, I like this. But the ARC before that, it took me like a week to read it, and I was like, well, I'm already halfway through it, so might as well finish it. But it just wasn't gripping until like halfway through.
And then you feel pressure to finish it because it is an ARC and you said you would. Now they do say you can DNF, but you have to have a good reason. But for something like that, I feel like NetGalley or any other ARC service, I feel like it's almost like a job that I'm doing that I said I would do. So I don't want to DNF, but I don't want to feel like I have to finish this, Well,
if I DNF, what I usually will do is I will give it 2 stars. I had a book like this last year by a very popular podcaster. I've talked about it before, but I gave it 3 stars because last year I wasn't doing 1 and 2 stars. And then I wrote why I didn't like the book. So like I technically DNF'd it at like 30% and then skipped to the end to figure out the conclusion so that I could write a review. But I told them in the review that I DNF'd it. I just didn't mark it on NetGalley as a DNF.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely gotta say, hey, I DNF'd it. I think that's only fair. So if you give it a low rating, then people can say, oh, okay, well, she didn't finish it. So it's not necessarily that it completely sucked. Although you could say that too, I'm a big fan more of what did people say versus what star rating did they give. Right. So that's why I went with my channel. I don't really do star ratings. I do that online written and stuff. So I just want to talk about it. Yeah, we were talking about Book of Night Women. Strong, the Jamaican patios. I don't even sound right. Patois.
Patois.
Patois. There you go. Patois. American accents are hard too. Yes, it would be nice to have heard that, but I'm definitely glad that I read it. Fire Rush by Jacqueline Crooks is going to be out in February about a Black woman set in London music scene. Looking forward to it. Oh, that sounds like something Pat would read.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, gonna put that one down. Fire Rush. I want a Kindle. Kindles are really good. It keeps you from having to bring out a lot of books when you're traveling. But I do like my paper books. I will say that's my preference. There you go, the Libby. There we go. Want the Kindle, NetGalley library for NetGalley and library. Yes. There you go. Then that's a good thing. Yes, when you do NetGalley or any NetGalley is the most popular ARC one that I know of, but I know there's some
Yeah.
other ones. But yeah, you can get that through the Kindle, and that's really cool. I don't
Do you
like it
have
when they
to
try to
have
give
a
you an
Kindle
ARC
for
and
that, or can you just have like a tablet or an iPad and get the Kindle
You,
app?
you can have a tablet or an iPad and get the Kindle app. So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
personally have a Kindle because in 2021, I went to completely just digital reading. I just had no time for a paper book. Like nothing about a paper book was appealing to me in 2021. But now it's mostly just for library books because I'm too lazy to go to the physical library. I'm gonna be honest. And then like NetGalley or other arcs that I get because I do some in like independent authors too. But you definitely don't have to have a Kindle. I use my Kindle instead of my iPad for everything but graphic novels because of migraines.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not prone to migraines, like you can definitely just use your phone or your iPad or whatever.
Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to
Yeah,
read
I
on the
was
phone.
gifted an Amazon Fire, so I read mainly on that for my Kindle, but I have it on all of my devices, and I do own a Kindle.
Yeah. Yeah, I always say Kindle, but yeah, electronic reading. I say Kindle because I have a Kindle, but yeah, any electronic device, if you can download the app, you're good to go. I'll
And that's
listen
what's
to
good
books.
about that too. You could literally read it anywhere.
Yeah, you can. Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I don't like it when you download like one of those arcs and then they're like they don't do like the Kindle. Like I had one that you pretty much had to read it in NetGalley. Like I could do it on the computer. It's like
Yeah, and NetGalley has like their own app.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
And
I
you
don't want to
can
be reading
download
on
the NetGalley bookshelf app, which I do have on my iPad in case I accidentally get an arc. It doesn't allow me to send to Kindle because that's happened to me where I didn't like read the fine print or whatever.
Her
But
old husband. Yeah, you definitely got to read the fine print. That's not something that I tend to do sometimes. I'm like, no. Yeah, we were talking about glitter. His music said Will audio explains more. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that one up at some point.
Yeah, Will's audio was good.
yeah, I love it.
I've heard a lot of good things about that one. Her and Nick, both of my nerves. All of that.
Yeah, I read it last month.
50 jobs. That's why he all over the place, man. He gonna go bankrupt for child support. You better watch out. DMX is 15 kids. Dang. DMX making money like that for them kids.
I mean, I feel like DMX, his career took off. So anything that people were still buying, you know. And I think when he passed away, his estate and everything was left to his kids. So I'm sure that any like residual income of like people buying records or merch or whatever, it goes to the kids.
17 and 11 baby mamas. God darn.
These rappers are really doing the most.
Yeah, maybe that's a rug. You know, I always think though with these people, like, is it, I mean, I'm a realist. Okay. A lot of us are not planned. I hate when people are like, everything's planned now. Okay. So I wonder with these folks is if this planned or is just oops and you're rolling with it. Like 17 is, you need to go back to Planned Parenthood and get some counseling and how to properly use devices. I mean, I believe in the oops once or twice, but dang, not 17 times.
I just feel like eventually it's just that they feel like they had, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these baby mamas are not even people that they date. These are just people that they just be banging on the side or cheating with or whatever. Like,
and these women are probably targeting
him
them
because he had one or two of the 17 outside of his marriage.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
2 more before he passed. Out of control. I don't get it. Red Lobster. That's
I bet Maine is getting cold, but tomorrow in New York tomorrow night is gonna be 9 degrees. I am not ready.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do any of that. I just worry about pipes freezing and stuff.
Yep.
In the car. You need to run the car for a lot of minutes. Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, food carts and parling. I love a food truck. And a cuisine you want? I want some shrimp.
I always want
Let's see.
seafood. I'm like, yeah.
Y'all gonna have to eat it for me. I can't eat it.
You can't. Oh, what's your food of choice?
Well, I mean, I have an allergy to shellfish.
Oh, so what
So
do
I
you like?
can't.
Pizza?
Me? Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
love me some pizza. That's what
There
I'm
we
making
go.
right now in the oven.
Take care of yourself, Amy. Come visit. It's too cold. Wait in the summer. Faulkner in August. I'll take a look at it. Dialect is hard. I think it was the way the wording. Well, I was talking about the book, just the way it was worded. Like the phrases aren't necessarily like I'm going to go to the store. Like it's it was just. I don't know how to describe it. Just the wording was definitely off for me, but I was able to understand the book. It just took me much longer in order to figure it out, but I still enjoyed Book of Night Women. Don't forget. Oh, yep. I saw it, and they had a
Oh,
was it
I
a
did forget
sci-fi
about
one?
that.
Well, I need to
I
check
used to
that.
always get the first reads, like the beginning of the month, because I have Prime, and I will say I haven't selected it in the last 6 months because BookTube has been in my
I
mind.
think the last one that I grabbed and like actually read, because I have been grabbing them.
Just not reading.
I just ain't been reading them. They just be sitting in my first reads folder on my dang Kindle. There was one that they brought out last year. It was like an early release. But it was during like Pride Month, and it was like the only gay book that they offered.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it and I read that, and that was pretty good.
It was good. They do have some good books. I actually got somebody reached out to me about the book The Union. They had it a few months ago, and I actually got that as a NetGalley ARC and read it. So I was like, "Ooh, look at this!" Somebody reached out and was like, "Thank you for reviewing this. It's a Kindle First Reads." I was like, "What?" I felt proud of myself. Oh, y'all, we got to the end of the chats. Oh my gosh.
What?
Go done the road. Okay, so you're trying to speak Jamaican accent. It wasn't all like that, but some of it was, yes. And I had to, like, when you read something like that, you got to take a step back and be like, what did they just say? Although this one is, I'm gonna go read, but I'm used to seeing, I'm going to go read, So I'm like, what is it? Are you leaving? Bye, Elena. Okay, y'all. So are y'all up for a sprint since we got to the end of this chat?
Yeah.
We've been chatting for a minute.
I might disappear during the sprint. It's gonna depend. Or I might disappear like right at the talkie part.
Okay.
I have to go set up these 8 o'clock bestie sprints.
Okay.
Or I might, at some point. Or people gonna be sitting in the waiting room waiting for me.
I get you. Well, we won't be on too much longer. We're gonna do a 30-minute sprint if y'all good with that. Talk a little bit and then we'll get out. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Trying to speak the Jamaican part of me just Kitty is out of control. Oh my god, it's too funny. Okay, y'all. Did I even find a timer? Hold on. Oh yeah, I do. I have one here. Okay. Oh man. 30 minutes. Stop. Hold up. Okay. I'm going to share this right here. And happy reading. Oh, there we go. How did your reading go? Oof, I'm chilled.
I am 1 page away from chapter 7.
Trudging through. There you go. That's good. How about you, Adrian? How far did you get?
I got to like page 25.
Okay. Trudging along, y'all. Early yet. Mm-hmm. I finished this bad boy 2 seconds before. Interesting book. I need to digest what I just read, but it was interesting and easily read. Our connection with nature is important. We'll say that. I am cold, y'all, all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Did you have your fan on earlier?
Earlier, yeah, it's been died. It's always, you know, me and my fan. I get cold, then I get hot, and cold, then I'm hot. How about you, Nina? Did you set up your sprints?
Oh, well, I mean, they're set up. I got about like 10 minutes before I got it, or 5 minutes before I got to actually be like in there. But I did not read. I ate food and watched Kelsey's first vlog.
Okay, that's productive. We'll try to get you out of here in 5 because I need to eat. I'm hungry.
Me too.
hungry. Oh, let's see what's in here. Yes, please. Neva, you are on the dark side. welcome to it. Happy sprinting, gonna hang with the hubs now. That's what I need to do too. I hear him clanging pots. I think that means get off the computer. Hopefully that means he's making some food too. We shall see. Bye, Amy. Nonfiction pick was done using my new book review channel called Read, Relax, Review. Ooh, that's a good one. Read, Relax, Review. Check it out. So you do diamond art and you got Read, Relax, Review. Nothing wrong with that one. Amy Harmon Pages. Hello. Elena Cool. About 12 a.m. You know, Pat is a night owl or a day owl and all of that in between. So.
That's why we call her the vampire.
As long as you get adequate rest, Pat, you do you. Probably in bed, like with her phone. So at least this is not roaming the streets, right? 30 minutes is we are behind. 30 minutes. Yep, we did that. Oh, yep, 12:15 a.m. I'm good. There you go. Still working. Oh my gosh, Kitty. Workaholic. Up late. Hear my husband snoring upstairs. Sounds like my house is haunted by a snoring ghost. Oh, that's fun. You ever snore so loud that you wake yourself up? That's always fun. Oh, door is closed. Y'all, we're going to be getting out of here pretty soon, okay? Door is closed and it's clear. That's funny. The other day, I have a room full of huskies howling and they seriously sounded like a heap of ghosts. I don't mess with ghosts, y'all. Y'all be messing with ghosts besides books?
No.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. I mean, I'll read a good ghost story. I'll watch a good horror movie. But if I feel like there's some kind of entity, I'm going to leave in real life.
I agree. I don't mess with ghosts. Like I believe there are paranormal, whatever you want to call it, entities out there, but I don't want to confirm. That is where I go.
I don't believe it, but I also don't want to confirm.
There you go. Yeah, it's like aliens. I don't want to confirm.
I believe, I've seen too much to not believe in the paranormal, but also just, you know what? If you're going to be here, just don't make your presence known. Don't let me know that you're here, and we going to be good.
That's true. You know, those people be trying to talk to it, and they say it aggravates them. You go right ahead, but don't do that in my presence. Like those people be messing with Ouija boards. Don't do that with me here.
No, I don't do that.
Some people be glutton for punishment and then they don't like what they find. Hot Box by Ashley Nicole. Ooh, what is Hot Box about? That sounds interesting. Huh?
I've heard of that book.
Ooh, what is that about? You know what it's about? Hot Box. Do we have an nah? Oh, I should have put in the thing. No, we don't have any more sprints, fams. I got to get out of here.
We don't, but
Oh yeah, well Neva does. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. This sprint is done, so y'all transfer over. It's on your channel, Neva, or one of your other?
Yeah, it's on my channel.
Okay, so reading with Neva. Hold up, y'all should know it, but I'm gonna put it in here anyway. Reading with Neva. When I cue these sprints, I'm gonna tag y'all in here too. -40. Okay, anything that says negative in the temperature arena is not something that I want to be about. So just to let
and in double digits. Oh no!
Exactly.
Yeah,
they're doing the Celsius thing, but yeah, I don't want to do it. Phone and TV on all the way. Yep, there you go. Pat's like, I'm entertained. I got my TV up and my phone on. Just get a good warm blanket and a cuppa, right? Unique, loved it, scared to death at some points for Hotbox. Okay, if that's a horror, okay, let me read that one.
Oh, I didn't think it was
Box.
a hot. Maybe I'm thinking about something else.
Hotbox. I'm for it. I'm always looking for something new. Go right ahead. Okay, so this is, I spelled it right, Neva, right? This is Neva's channel. So make sure y'all go there after here if you're interested in some more reading, get some stuff done, finish some chapters. Grab some food as well. There we go. Let's see. I'll probably be back later, but I gotta at least spend a few hours, 2-3 hours with the hubby. What I do sometimes is I'll put a little like I'm done reading for the day, but I'll put a little headset on, and while we're watching TV, I'll sprint a little bit. So, but
that's what I do too.
Yeah,
I have
like
one earbud in. He'll be like, "Are you waiting to the show?" I'll be like, "Yeah."
I'll be watching, and then I do a little comment every now and then. When I'm not like all up in the chats, it means I'm busy, but I'm still supporting. I'm on the channel. I'm listening, half in, half out, but it's support. Hotbox is a lady who just finalized her divorce and is discovering a groove she never knew existed. Ooh, okay.
Why was it scary?
Yeah,
right.
I know. I thought it was one of those, but
it sounds like Stella got her groove back, but a horror version of Stella got her groove back?
We were talking about remote control. I didn't find it was scary though. Like, I don't know. The ending I gotta digest a little bit more because I know there's something more interesting in there and talk about relying on technology and all too. But I mean, I didn't find it to be scary. I mean, I was interested in trying to figure out what this power is about. This is basically, I don't know if y'all read this book, it's about remote control. Basically, you have this young girl in Ghana who finds there's a meteor shower, I guess, and she gets this meteor. No, actually, no, hold up. There was a meteor shower, then there's a meteor. Anyway, she has a little meteor that infuses, I guess, some sort of, I'll just say magic or something into her skin. So she becomes like the daughter of death, right? And so wherever she goes, like if she touches technology, it like shuts off. So I guess that's kind of the remote part. But also like when she gets angry or whatnot, she like has this glow or power about her that kills people around her. Mm-hmm. So it is kind of creepy in that aspect, and she's kind of roaming around from, one place to the next. She has to leave her home, pretty much kind of separates herself from society because she kind of kills people. But I didn't think it was,
I said, yeah, basically she is the child of death.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But still, I mean, but it wasn't creepy. I guess I don't know. I guess it depends on how you interpret it, But I thought the overwhelming thing was it was sad because you have this girl that can't really be around other people. That kind of sucks, But I did enjoy it though. It was a good book.
Yeah.
Thanks for the sprint. No problem. I'm a hype for hydration. There you go. Get some liquid in there. Do the same thing. Hubby asks if I'm paying attention. Yes. See, that's what I used to ask him because he would always be on his phone all the time. And I'm like, you paying attention to this? Oh, yeah. But then you ask him what it's about and he don't know.
Yeah. You should be doing Eva do that same thing. He'll pick the show to watch.
Yeah.
And then be on his phone. That's why I tell him, I'm like, listen, I don't care if you be playing video games on our date night and stuff. Like, I really do not care because I will happily like sit and like read a book. Yeah. I was like, but then do not ask me if I know what's happening in your game because the answer is going to be no.
See, I'll actually say I know what's happening. Like, and I'll tell you like stuff. So I can, but guys, they don't multitask as well as we do. When my
That's
husband
true.
gets upset. But now since I'm in BookTube, I have other priorities. So I don't care now if he's ignoring me for a video game. Like sometimes we'll have like a date night, if you will, where he's playing a video game. I'm sitting next to him sprinting and reading a book. That's quality time.
That's what we do too. That's what we do too. Because he'll be like, well, I'm gonna watch this anime. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna bring my Kindle downstairs and you can watch this that I can't concentrate on because after 9 o'clock, I cannot try to be reading subtitles and listening to Japanese. And I'll read my book and it'll be great.
Yeah, come 9:30, I'm reading most nights, whether I'm with him upstairs or downstairs or whatnot. But but we're gonna watch Too Hot to Handle today.
I love that.
That's my show.
I love that show.
Ex-husband from Africa, and we lived there for a year. Remote control kind of reminded me of it. I love that, and it was so weird and different. I thought it was interesting. They kept talking about shea butter. She was rubbing that sucker all over the place, but it was pure stuff. The pure stuff you get from the African markets.
Yeah,
that's some good stuff. That's some good moisturizer. Might have to make myself another coffee. Y'all start saying bye in the chats. We're gonna get out of here. Neva gotta go and do her stuff, and we all gotta do whatever we gotta do. Husband doesn't care as long as I'm not talking to him about books. What? Oh no, my husband gets the full review before all of y'all do.
Yeah, Mr. Reed, when he was like, one day he was like, didn't you start a BookTube for this? And I was like, yeah, but I have to say it all to you first.
Yeah.
So I can tell it to the BookTube. Like I can't just try to tell it to them before I tell it to you. He's like, oh,
exactly. You gotta spell out. It's difficult. Like some people are like those one-hit wonders or whatever that can be like, this book is about this. To me, I stumble through it. So I have to kind of get my wording right with someone else to be able to explain what's going on. Some books are easier than others to say what's going on. And I can be a bit wordy, So I need to condense it and figure out what I need to cut out. Like you don't need to know all the details because I'm not trying to tell you the whole book, but yeah, that stuff you got to bounce off on people sometimes. Yeah. But he likes you get them little smutty, crazy books with them crazy scenes that happens. He likes when I start reading that while he's brushing his teeth. I'm like, babe, listen to this. And I start reading it and he's like, oh, what happened? Oh, hold up. Let me finish this. And, when you're sprinting again, Courtney, I am. Okay. So I have a video coming out if y'all are interested of my thoughts on the 5th season. On Saturday at the Curious Owl, I will probably put that on my community tab because the posting's up for the live show for N.K. Jemisin. The 5th season will be Saturday at 8 p.m. EST if y'all are interested. And then after that, I'm on regular Tuesday at 11 a.m. EST. Neva, you want to say when you're sprinting besides now? You have any symptom?
Okay, so I'm sprinting tonight and then all this weekend starting tomorrow to Sunday. Rainy from Rainy Blue Reads, she will have sprints that I'll be on her channel for the Battle of the Boy Bands readathon. Of course, if you're not participating, that's okay. You can still come, hang out, read, whatever. And then I will sprint on my channel again next Thursday, 8 p.m. I usually do that Thursdays, 8 p.m. And then I won't have sprints again until Valentine's Day week, like the weekend. Ooh. Okay. So the 17th, the 16th and the 17th, I have my 24-hour sprints. Or 17th and 18th. Wait, hold on. Because now I don't remember which day is Friday.
Got to get those dates in.
The 17th and the 18th will be my boy band sprints, but I'm just making them into the 24-hour sprints since I do that once a month anyway. So
are y'all gonna be playing some music like on the sprints, like low key in the background, some of the boy band music?
They really trying to get me to sing.
There you go, that too. You got that singing channel. Okay, now what? Huh?
I said they trying. They trying to.
It's gonna work. You're gonna do it. Okay, Nell, what about you? Are you doing any sprinting or have any videos coming up?
I don't have any sprints planned. I've never sprinted on my channel before. kind of afraid to do that. Maybe one day. But
well,
I do. I
if you need
usually
any
post every
help. I'll help
Friday.
you out.
Okay. I will hit you up on Instagram about that. But I have today's Thursday, right? My next video is coming out tomorrow because I usually post every Friday at 12:30. So I forget what tomorrow's video is. I don't remember. Oh, I think it's my wrap up for January.
Okay. And then Miss Sister Harlem's library booktuber here. What we doing?
Well, now I'm realizing I have 2 videos I have to do. I have to answer Nell because she tagged me. So I need to do that video. But I also was going to do a video of what I'm going to read for the Missy Elliott readathon. I just need to get the other books together. So, and I don't have a set schedule as of yet as to when I do my videos, except for every 26th of the month, there will be a video for Walter's Corner, which is a tribute to my father.
Which I saw your first one. Very beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. With books that he had. So I already know what I'm going to read for this month. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there we go. Oh, yeah, Neva. Oh, she bought. I didn't see it. Okay, so we got some videos coming up for y'all to take a look at. Let's see. Pat says, blessings. Kenny says, do it with my husband. He's limited to the 5 minutes because you sound like Charlie Brown. Yes, that's funny. And thanks for the sprints. Awesome. Y'all head on to Neva. I'll see y'all sometime later during there. Yes, very great corner. I like that tribute there. Well, I thank y'all for sprints. It's been lovely. Welcome to the chaos. Much appreciated. It's been lovely. And I hope to see y'all around BookTube. Or I definitely will be seeing y'all around BookTube.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all have a good night, okay?
You too.
Bye-bye. Bye, Pat. It's not ending. There we go. Gotta go get some food.